Mrs. Fano?
Here.
Mr. Palma?
Here.
Dr. Modrak? Mr. Petrosino?
Here.
Mr. Rappaport?
Here.
Mrs. Smith?
Here.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Here.
We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice and to attend meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provision of the Act, the Montville Township Board of Education provided a public notice of this meeting, which included the time, date, and location, that was posted at the Montville Township Municipal Building, all Montville Public Schools, the Montville Public Library, the Montville Township Board of Education Administrative Office Building, the district website, and advertised in the Daily Record and the Montville Tap Into, the board's official newspapers, on November 3rd, 2025. I'd like to welcome our new board members and indicate the election results. Christine Fano was reelected with 5,290 votes. Michael Rappaport was reelected with 5,176 votes. And John Petrosino was reelected with 4,806 votes. Before we proceed, I'd like to go and do the oath of office for those three new board members. So we'll do Christine first.
No, my kids, my sons. They're here. Mark couldn't come.
I, Christine Fano, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, Christine Fano, do solemnly swear or affirm that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of a Board of Education, am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to RS 19-4-1, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Stay up
Would you like to go ahead and read yours?
Sure. So, I, Michael Rappaport, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state, under the authority of the people. So help me God. I, Michael Rappaport, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for this office of member of a Board of Education, am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to RS 19-4-1, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Would you like to come up? Boys, would you like to come up again?
I, John Petrosino, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state, under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, John Petrosino, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of the Board of Education, and am not disqualified as a voter pursuant
Do it right now?
Stand under the TV. What? Stand under the TV.
Stay on the TV.
I'm not done yet, so
Halfway there, Coach.
thanks. I do need a drink. I was very happy to know you were coming. I welcome our new board members, and I open the floor for nominations for president.
I make a motion to nominate Joseph Daughtry for Board of Education President.
As there are no other, okay,
No seconds.
I will write it down, though. As it does not appear that there are other nominations, I ask for a motion to close nominations for president. Now I need a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'm going to do a roll call for the nomination of Joe Daughtry as president. Dr. Cordolino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
Yes?
Dr. Modrak? Mr. Palma? Mr. Petrosino?
Yes.
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes.
Mr. Daughtry?
Yes.
Congratulations, and I'm going to give you over the chair.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to my board colleagues for their confidence in me as president for this year. So what I'd like to do now is open up nominations for the position of vice president.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to nominate Michelle Zuckerman for Vice President.
Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, I make a motion to close nominations.
So moved.
Thank you. Dean?
Oh, thanks. Here, I'll give you that back. Dr. Cordolino?
Yes.
Oh, it really works. Mr. Daughtry?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
No?
Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosino?
No.
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes. Thank my colleagues and look forward to working together as a board this year. And look forward to working with you, Joe, as well. Thank you.
If we could now move on to a motion for organization resolutions.
Should do the code of ethics first.
All right. As in years past, we're going to do the adoption of code of ethics. I would ask if Dr. Cordolino, being one of our senior members, would lead us off on this.
A, you will uphold and enforce all laws, rules, and regulations of the State Board of Education and court orders pertaining to schools. Desired changes shall be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures.
You will make decisions in terms of the educational welfare of the children and will seek to develop and maintain public schools that meet the individual needs of all children regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing.
You will confine your board action to policymaking, planning, and appraisal, and will help to frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted those who will be affected by them.
You will carry out your responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with your fellow board members to see that they are well run.
You will recognize that authority rests with the Board of Education and will make no personal promises nor take any private action that may compromise the board.
You refuse to surrender your independent judgment to special interests or partisan political groups, or to use the schools for personal gain or for the gain of friends.
You will hold confidential all matters pertaining to the schools, which, if disclosed, would needlessly injure individuals or the schools. In all other matters, you will provide accurate information and, in concert with your fellow board members, interpret to the staff the aspirations of the community for its school.
You will vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration of the recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer.
You will support.
You will,
Oh, sorry, Mike.
you will support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties.
You will refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and will act on the complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution.
I'd like to make a motion to move the adoption of the Code of Ethics.
So moved?
15.
Dr. Cordellino?
Yes.
Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
Yes?
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosino?
Yes.
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes.
Mr. Daughtry?
Yes. Now I would like to have someone please make a motion to move organization resolutions.
So moved.
Yes. So as we go through organization resolutions, 2 items, one being board committees and liaisons. I would ask that if you please send me an email, just to let me know which boards, committees you'd like to possibly serve on for this year. And then we'll also discuss the meeting schedule at the end of the meeting. Are there any questions on any of the organization resolutions? Seeing none, do a roll call.
Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes.
Dr. Cordellino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
Yes?
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosino?
Yes.
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Daughtry?
Yes. Can I also now get a motion to move finance resolutions?
So moved?
Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, can we get a vote? Roll call?
Dr. Cordellino?
Yes.
Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
Yes?
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosino?
Yes.
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes.
Mr. Daughtry?
Yes. And I would like to have a motion for curriculum resolution.
Second.
Vote, please.
Dr. Cordellino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
Yes?
Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosino?
Yes.
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes.
Mr. Daughtry?
Yes. Okay, regular meeting resolutions.
Do you normally do a break or no? I can't remember.
No.
You don't do it? But I think you would normally go now to the superintendent's report.
Yes.
So, just, well, first of all, congratulations, Michelle and Joe. Looking forward to working with both of you. Just I put on your tables, this is a small little something. You know, when I go around to the different schools, you know, I interact with a lot of the students, and a lot of times I just say, you know, I wish I had a gold star to give you. So, a gold star is a little boring, but we came up with these, the motto, the emblem of the students of the different schools. So I just shared it with a couple of them with you. If you want some other ones that you have an affinity to those schools, let me know. But I'm planning on just giving them out to kids, you know, when they answer the questions correctly in class, or when I'm just popping in, or we play Guess Who Just Walked in the Room, and some of the kids, you know, figure, you know, who's the superintendent. So maybe they get 2 stickers then, something like that. So just sharing that with you, a little way to start off the new year. That's it.
Thank you. Katine, you have anything to report on?
I do. We had met, when we had met in November, we had discussed various elements of the budget and the construction possibilities. I promised that I would give you December off, but that January was back on again. So in the name of that, I am beginning the process of putting together the budget for 26-27. At this point, we're in the beginning of that process where the schools and the department heads submit their budgets to us. We do it that way because they have the best understanding of what their buildings need and what their departments need. We indicate to them that it is a zero-based budgeting system, so there is no pot of money that you just build upon. You have to rebuild the budget from scratch, and they're in the best position to do that. As those come in, we will be having meetings with them regarding both the budget they're submitting as well as personnel that they'll need for next year. However, that process occurring, I have done some projections in terms of where we stand. And similar to previous years, we're pretty much in the same place we've been. One of the big elements that I still don't have is I don't have benefit increase rates. We are not in the state health benefits, so therefore we are not under the 29.7% increase in benefit costs. But our provider has not given us the renewal information yet, so I don't have that. That's a big number. And we really don't know what's going to happen with state aid. So as we proceed forward from this point, we will be absorbing the budgets coming from the schools and from the departments. We will be putting them, compiling them together and comparing them to the revenue sources that we have, understanding that we will not know what the state aid numbers are until the end of February, when the state of the state is given. And we will begin the process of trying to put all of the pieces together. One of the things I promised was a calendar for how we're going to proceed through this process this year. And what we will do on the 20th of January is we will be talking about preliminary numbers for revenues. February 17th, we will be discussing where we stand expenditure-wise. By then, we should at least know what our benefit costs are and what our needs are from a staffing point of view. Those are the 2 biggest pieces of our budget. We will need to wait till the end of February, the State of the State address. So on March, we will review the preliminary budget. We will have that information at that point. And then it goes to the county with the public hearing on April 21st. I know that we tabled the calendar, and if we do end up opting for the version that has 1 meeting a month, but we find that in early March, after we get our state aid numbers, we need another meeting, then we'll add another meeting to the calendar. That seems to be a good compromise position for all of us to take. If we need it, we'll take it. But I really won't know whether we need it until we get to that end of February and we can see what those numbers look like. So that is my report.
Thank you, Katine. There are no committee reports for tonight. Now we open up to public participation for those items on the agenda. Would anybody like to come up and speak? Seeing none, we shall move on to consent resolutions. If I could get a motion.
Second.
Thank you. Sections I, J, K, L M N. Any questions? Any?
I have one. On the calendar, I guess since this is on the agenda to vote for, correct?
We're going to come
Calendar,
back to it.
Not yet, yeah. You're not voting.
We're not voting on that.
Or not,
yet.
I'm voting on it? Okay, then I'll pass.
Okay.
So I just have a quick correction on page 9, L317 for Laura Piano. The prorated number in the sixth column should be $2,996.61.
Thank you. Could I get a vote?
Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mr. Pestrosino?
Yes.
Dr. Cordolino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
Yes?
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Rappaport?
Abstain and, I'm not sorry, not abstain. I'm sorry. No to end that to policy 8870. Yes to everything else.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes.
Mr. Daughtry?
Yes. I don't believe we need to go into closed session for this evening. Section Q will be old business, so let's discuss the school board calendar for this year.
So just to refresh, I gave you two public school calendars for the end of this year and next year, just as reference points, if you need to look at some dates. I gave you an option A and an option B last month, and the same ones that are here tonight. These are not necessarily the only options. They were just to give you some ideas of what you've done in the past, what some people have mentioned going forward, and what was currently in place for this past year. So, whatever dates are, on mine, however you want to tackle it. But option A and B are not your only two options that you have to vote from. They're just starting points.
Any discussion?
I guess a question to the administration. What would be your recommendation if you had to make one? I'm not trying to be on the spot, but what would be your preference?
Well, as Katine said, I mean, in March, we have the one. We may need another one at the beginning of March. We won't know until we see what happens with the state. We are going to be talking about some more of the possible, future referendums, or either a second question to the budget or something like that. Those discussions are going to be coming up in the next couple of months. So we'd have to figure out what's best. Once a month has seemed to work a little bit right now, but when you've thrown in the other, this time last year for January through, I think it was March or April, we had 2 a month. We didn't necessarily need all of those, so some kind of compromise is definitely doable for this board.
One of my concerns about just approving a schedule that has only 1 a month is we're in the middle of making a really big effort to inform the public of our future financial position. And I think small repetitive chunks of information delivered more frequently is more effective than larger chunks delivered less often. I would suggest a compromise position, as you mentioned, perhaps adding back one during the budget season, which would be February and March.
I feel very comfortable with 1 meeting a month. When we had 1 meeting a month, I thought everything was run well. We would post-approve things. We'll be saving thousands of dollars to the district for not having these extra meetings. We've had meetings and no one is here. And I really do feel as though Dr. Gorman communicates, I think, amazingly well about our financial situation to the community, to the parents, to even the staff, because everyone gets the emails. When we were going through the referendum, you communicated so much. Everyone knows you, Dr. Gorman. I think we do most of our work in our committee meetings. We come here, we chat a little bit, and, you know, we vote on things sometimes. I just feel it's not necessary, and I'd rather our administrators spend time working with the students, even being with their families instead of being here till 10 o'clock at night. And so I feel I'm totally comfortable with once a month. And then if we need something, you could always call it.
The one thing I worry about with post-approvals, especially if they start to grow, is what impression does that leave with the community, that we keep post-approving things? People could think that the administration is spending money without approval, which in fact they are. So I'm not comfortable with that.
If there was 1 month to add a meeting to, which would be the administration's recommendation to add a meeting to which month?
Right now, you would probably add one to the beginning of March, because we would have the governor's numbers sometime the end of February-ish, and that would help with a little bit more of the budget presentations to all of the board members. So that would be one month, yeah.
David, you want to say something?
Yeah, Karen is right about educating adults, especially. They do respond better to small chunks of information on a more repetitive time frame. I am comfortable with either. However, I do favor more meetings because I think it's important to get our message out. I think it's important to showcase our students and our schools and try to build up a strong impression of our schools in the district. And so I would favor more meetings a month.
Okay. Michelle, you want to say something?
I had been, I see the reasons for the more meetings, for all the reasons that Karen and David said. That being said, I've also seen that, once we have the presentations in the beginning of the meeting, everybody does leave. The public really, in general, isn't here for most of the meetings. But more than that, I think the cost savings are a real factor, and I also think that the administration has been clear that they're comfortable with the once a month. I have done some research. It does seem to be a direction many boards are moving, I think, in today's technological world where people can see the meetings online after. And I think the fact that I'm comfortable with the fact that if needed, we could add one in makes me more comfortable with where I think a lot of my colleagues are leaning now. So.
In addition to that, I agree. I think it's fine with the one a month and perhaps adding in a March meeting if it's needed. I don't think that the public is necessarily getting the information from our meetings. I don't think having extra meetings each month is going to be what drives the point home of what's needed for the district. I think they pay more attention to things that are posted in emails and social media. So if we can ramp up that, if we're not doing the multiple meetings a month, I actually think people will pay more attention to that than to what's being said around the table right now, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Can I add one more thing?
Yes.
First, real quick, how many people tune into our YouTube channel? For each meeting.
Yeah, it does vary depending on a lot of the student presentations as well as what the issue is, but on average it's like 60 or 70 watch it after the fact.
Yeah, and then what about communicating? How does that information on the YouTube presentation then get translated into the public? Do people cite that when, like on Montville Moms, do they cite that on social media, or what do they do?
Yes, I mean, I've seen on different social media sites that people have reacted to some of the things that we've talked about, absolutely. I've sent out the super updates specifically about the finances of the district, but if we're going to go down to one a month, maybe I will have to do those more frequently to keep the community a little bit more informed about that. So that would be something on my part. I mean, otherwise they just email me, Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend that if we do go to once a month, that you would consider sending out more frequent updates to our wonderful town media that we have here, and just try to get the word out more, because I do think it's important that we get more of our message out.
Sure, that's something I could do.
It's Mike.
I have a question. What's easier to do? Cancel an existing meeting or add a meeting that's not scheduled?
Adding a meeting is easier,
Adding a meeting is easier?
yes.
Christine, you want to say something?
I just want to say, I think you're doing an amazing job with communication, Dr. Gorman. Especially with the financial situation, everything, every diagram that we see during Board of Ed meetings is sent to the parents. Everything. I don't think you need to do any more communication. I think it's phenomenal. And we have TAP, who does a great job on communicating, and the public says talks about their feelings about, but people know what's going on. So I think you're doing a great job. I don't think you need to do any more. You're doing phenomenal. You're out there. You're in all the schools every day. I just feel confident that you're doing everything you can to communicate what is happening here. And because we have all high tech, now you can hear what board members say, what speakers say. Before you couldn't see the person's face, nothing. So that is been a great thing as well.
Okay. Well, the feeling is that most of you seem to want to move towards once a month meeting. So if I could put forth,
Can we consider then having the second March meeting?
So
So-
somebody needs to
I'd
motion
like to make a-
I'd like,
one or
oh,
the
sorry.
other calendars.
I'd like to make a motion for option B, which is one meeting per month.
I just want to clarify, it's one meeting per month, but that has 2 in January. So it's not
Well,
just-
that's the organization
Yeah,
meeting,
but
you
it
count
just-
that?
I don't want people to think it's just one, but.
Oh, okay.
And Steve, may I amend her motion or not?
Until there's a second.
Okay, there's a second. Okay, now may I
You can
offer
move
an-
to amend.
I would like to offer an amendment that we add the March 3rd meeting in addition, just the one extra meeting. And does that need a second?
Of course.
Second.
and these meetings will start, our closed session will be at 6:30 with our public session starting at 7:30, and they will take place here.
So Joe, we now need to, the board needs to vote on Dave's amendment.
Yes, okay, yes.
So this is for the amendment to option B, adding March 3rd in. Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Dr. Cordolino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
No.
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosino?
Yes.
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman?
Yes.
Mr. Daughtry?
Yes. I get a motion to have a vote on the amended calendar.
So moved.
Roll call?
Dr. Modrak?
Yes.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
Dr. Cordolino?
Yes.
Mrs. Fano?
Yes.
Mr. Palma?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosino?
Yes.
Mrs. Zuckerman? Mr. Rappaport? Sorry.
Yes.
And Mr. Daughtry?
Yes. Moving on to general board comments.
Yeah, Joe, if I may.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah,
Dave.
I'd just like to thank the township as well for entering into the agreement on the SLEOs and the SROs in K7. We've worked really well with the town over the past years on this, and I think it benefits the town and the schools tremendously to work together. And I encourage this board and the township to work together on future activities where at all possible.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that, especially now having 2 new township committee members on there. Looking forward to working with them as well. Any other comments? Yep. Second public portion. You can come up and speak about anything you want. No. Okay. Seeing none, adjourn?
And we need a
Motion to
motion.
adjourn.
Second.
Yes.
Beautiful.
One down.
And we define a legal expert as somebody who's done it once.
And happy